In the Bible, it says those without sin should throw the first stone. You need to make sure your house is in order before judging others on their behavior. This is what hypocrites do. So the first is when we say those without sin should cast the first stone or throw the first stone, it means like, you shouldn't tell people what to do unless your life is perfect. So if your life is perfect, you never did anything wrong, it's okay to tell what people to do. But if you've done bad things, you shouldn't start telling people what to do or criticize other people. And then I said, you need to make sure your house is in order before judging others. So when we talk about someone's house is in order, that can mean several different things. It means like their house is clean, their family is doing well, they're making money. It's kind of like your personal affairs. But if your house is out of order and you're a bad person and you're a bad member of your family and you're doing a lot of bad things, that means your house is not in order. So you've got to get your house in order, means to get your life organized. And then I said, this is what hypocrites do. So a hypocrite is a person who says something, but does kind of the opposite. So if you have somebody saying, hey, don't smoke, smoking's bad for you, and then you see that person smoking, that is a hypocrite. You need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. You cannot act all high and mighty when you yourself are acting in an immoral way. You need to get your affairs in order before you tell others what to do. So you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Taking a long, hard look in the mirror would be, if you go to your bathroom mirror and you look at yourself, you're kind of taking a look at a reflection of your behavior, what you're doing, what you're eating, where you're working. It's like a time of self-reflection. So we say, hey, you need to take a look at the mirror, means you need to look at yourself before you make a decision. And then I said, you cannot act all high and mighty. Acting high and mighty means that you are a perfect person. You never do anything wrong. You tell people what to do, and you think you're the best. So that's acting all high and mighty. And finally, I said, you need to get your affairs in order before you tell people what to do. So getting your affairs in order means getting your life or the things in your life in order or organized. It's similar to getting your house in order. We also use getting your affairs in order when someone is about to die. So for example, if someone is getting old and they're about to die, you need to get your affairs in order, means there's a process of what happens when someone dies and you need to organize that. So we talk about getting your affairs in order means organize, and we also use it when someone is about to die, because when someone dies, there's lots of paperwork and things that need to be done. So we use that expression in both ways. Everyone has done wrong sometime in their life. Even if you're a bad person, that shouldn't stop you from pointing out the flaws of others. Everyone has the right to say what they want. So I said, everyone has done wrong sometime in their life. Now, you can say done wrong, like I did wrong when I was younger. That means you were kind of bad or immoral. You could also say everyone has done something wrong sometime in their life, but we can also shorten it, like he done wrong, he did wrong. It's not grammatically correct, but we do use it in speech. And I said that shouldn't stop you from pointing out the flaws of others. So to point out something means to bring something to attention or a detail. So for example, if you're buying a car, the car salesman would like to say, I'd like to point out that there's a 1-year warranty. So to point out the flaws of others means if you see something wrong, you can bring attention to that point. So if someone, is gambling too much, you can say, hey, you're gambling too much. You pointed out that flaw. Even if the person has poor moral character, it doesn't mean that that person's opinion is null and void. You may think that person is bad, but that doesn't mean they are wrong. So if I said a person has poor moral character, that means they make bad decisions, not necessarily wrong decisions. It just means they've done things that are people might see as immoral or illegal or evil. So, if someone cheats on their spouse, that's something of poor moral character. Or someone's always stealing, that's poor moral character. And then I said that that person's opinion is null and void. So if someone's opinion is null and void, it means you don't even acknowledge it. So null and void means it is ended, that it's no longer active. So we use it a lot. For example, if you're writing a check in the United States, and that check, if you put void on it, you cannot use it. But if someone's opinion is null and void, that means you don't even acknowledge it or don't even listen to it. Thanks, guys, for downloading, and you can reach me at feurey@gmail.com. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.